All right, let's continue on here with Unit 2, Section 2, lines and transversals. So first of all, starting with a transversal, that is a line that intersects two or more coplanar lines there we go, at different points. So in this example here, we have line T, which is a transversal, just intersecting two or more lines. All right, so now here we just have a ton of different types of angles and angle relationships. So this is going to be important to make sure you get all of this written down. Starting off with corresponding angles. That is just two angles that occupy the same position but on different lines. So in this example, we have angle 2 here and angle 6. They're both above their respective lines and to the right of the transversal, therefore they are corresponding. Next, we have, I'm going to abbreviate, alternate interior angles. Okay, and I'll try to draw diagrams for all of these as well, but alternate interior angles. Two angles that lie between the two lines and on opposite sides of the transversal. All right, so here's my best example for you. So here are my two lines. Here's one. Here's the other. Here's my transversal T. Let's just call it T for transversal. So we could say that angle 3 and 4 are alternate interior because they're both on the inside of this diagram here, and they are on opposite sides of our transversal here. So therefore, they're alternate interior angles. So just like we have alternate interior angles, we can have alternate exterior angles. Similar definition, it's just that now the angles are going to be on the outside of the lines rather than in between the two lines. So two angles that lie outside, there it is, outside the two lines. Again, oops, and they also have to be on opposite sides of the transversal. And on opposite sides of the transversal. So let's get the pen out here. Let's do some drawings. So here's line number 1, line number 2. There's my transversal T. So on the outside, meaning the top side, so we'll go 1 and the bottom side here, and on opposite sides again of our transversal. Okay, alternate interior, alternate exterior. Okay, we also have same side interior, which just means that they're both on the inside here of the two angles, and they are on the same side of the transversal. And you probably have already guessed it, but we also have same side exterior. Same side exterior angles. And pretty much the same definition, but now it's just going to be two angles that are going to be on the outside of the lines. So let's go ahead and fill that in. Two angles on the outside of the two lines on the same, that's the only difference from alternate exteriors. This time they're on the same side of the transversal. So here we go. Here's my diagram. Line 1, line 2. Wow. Here's my transversal T. I'll fix that a little bit. There's my transversal T. So we could say that, I don't know, 7 and 8. They're on the outside of the lines, and they're on the same side of my transversal T. So, partner time. Well, not really. I guess I'll just be my own partner. Decide who is A and who is B. Again, doesn't really matter, but let's go ahead and identify some angles. Starting with, I'm going to abbreviate here, the corresponding angles. So if you scroll back up, corresponding angles are two angles that occupy the same position but on different lines. So, for example, we're going to have all kinds of corresponding angles here. We could say angle 1 is to the left and above my transversal, to the left of the line above my transversal. Angle 5 is to the left and above the transversal as well. So they're in the same position, just on different lines. Okay, let's go ahead and erase that one. So we could also say that angle 2, it's to the right of the transversal, or to the right of my line above the transversal, and angle 6, they're in the same position. Angle 2, and that's an and symbol right there, by the way. And angle 6, in the same position, just on different lines. We can hop down here. We could say angle 3 and 7. Same position, different lines. We could say, last but not least, 4 and 8. Okay, so there we go. Those are all the corresponding angles. Now let's go ahead and list the alternate interior. I guess I don't necessarily need the word angles there. Alternate interior angles. So, here we go. So, interior means, so if you take a look at these two lines, they have to be between those two lines. So the only options are 2, 5, 4, and 7. Those are the only angles in between the two lines. So let's just say I pick angle 2. I want another angle that is also on the inside, so 5, 7, or 4, but it has to be on the opposite side of the transversal and on the other line. So there's only one option, angle 7. Opposite sides of the transversal and on different lines. Okay, we have one other option. We have angle 4 and 5. Again, they are on opposite lines and opposite sides of the transversal. And that's it. We can also do alternating exterior. All right, so if we take a look here, now we want angles on the outside of the two lines. So 1, 3, 6, and 8, those are on the outsides of the two lines. Starting with, let's go angle 1. So angle 1, and so again, we need an angle on the opposite line, so 6 and 8, and on the opposite side of my transversal. So 8 is the only option, alternate exterior, and that means that 3 and angle 3 and angle 6 must be alternating exterior angles as well. And finally here, oh no, not fine. Well, yeah, we'll go two more. Let's go same side interior angles. Okay, let's go ahead and erase the drawing here. Same side interior angle. So again, we're back on the inside of the two angles here. And we want angles that are on the same side. So starting with angle 2, same side of the transversal on the inside would be angle 5. And then that must mean that 4 and 7, oops, are also same side interior. And yeah, so let's see, we have same side interior. We could also do a same side exterior, I guess. Let's throw that in here quick. So angles on the outside now, just on the same side of the transversal. So 1 and 6. And 3 and 8. And there it is. Bunch of different angle relationships. These are going to be very important. Make sure you know all of these. We're going to keep coming back to these throughout the year.